Here he comes the other way. There's your first James jam of his career.
Gets it to LeBron for three for the win. Yes! LeBron James!
James keeps his dribble somehow. Irving back to James. Oh, he throws it down. Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Oh, my goodness.
He gets it to Briscoe, to Myers-Leonard for three. Why not? Long three-pointer by Leonard. And he will knock it down. And now we got a foul going. Len against Swanigan. And that got a little heated. Alex Len against Caleb Swanigan. And they started to do a little throwing of fists there.
But Teddy Bridgewater is going to meet with his knee surgeon on Monday, and he could come off the physically unable to perform list as early as this week. Once he starts practicing, once he's up that list, they have 21 days to either activate him or put him on IR for the year. But he wants to play. They want him to play. And more Teddy Bridgewater's coming to focus, especially with Sam Bradford.
Yeah, I was going to say, want to watch. Sam Bradford just can't stay on the field. Remarkable week one, got hurt, and then got hurt again.
So Washington, 6-0, they lose to Arizona State. How does this affect their chances?
Well, it's a huge dagger in their playoff hopes and the entire Pac-12 as well, because the whole conference has no more margin for error. At the end of the day, the Pac-12 tonight is the only Power 5 conference without an undefeated team remaining. And when you look at the schedules of Washington and Washington State, their non-conference schedules, those two teams combined for just one win, one non-conference win against a Power 5 opponent, and that was Rutgers. So they've got no margin for error. And if they win out, they're probably going to need some help because of those weak non-conference schedules.
Which conference champion, eventual conference champion, may benefit the most from this?
Well, I think this week the biggest beneficiary of all this chaos was the Big 12, and that's because TCU has remained consistent through it all. The Horned Frogs are the Big 12's lone undefeated team remaining, and they've now got three important Power 5 road wins. They won on the road against Arkansas, against Oklahoma State, and now against K-State. And also, don't forget Oklahoma's big win against its rival Texas. I think that the Sooners showed that loss to Iowa State, as shocking as it was not a dagger in their season nor their playoff chances.
Of those top four teams that suffered their first loss this weekend, what do you think is the most damaging?
Oh, I'm done with Washington.
All right. So
get them out of my sight.
Okay.
Last year, they wiggled their way into the playoffs with an embarrassing non-conference schedule, and they're not going to do it this time. You don't lose. Where were they again, Matt?
Yesterday, they were at Sun Devil Stadium.
Oh, okay. I just want to double check if you were paying
biggest win in the program for the Sun Devils
the last couple
all
years.
time, as we see here.
And when you look at Washington, guys, think about this. Last year, they kind of fooled the committee a little bit. Okay, this year, I don't think they're going to fool. Yeah, this year, I don't think they're going to do it. Listen to this non-conference schedule. Rutgers.
Pass.
Montana.
Hard pass.
Fresno State.
That's just humiliating.
Yeah, really. I mean, and then you go against a Pac-12 that's already looked at as being probably maybe third, fourth, maybe even fifth best conference.
Here's why it's humiliating, because then you see a team like Alabama week one of the season go trot out against Florida State and effectively ruin Florida State's season. And you have to start scheduling.
This is the Baylor philosophy, though. When Art Browse basically said, you know what, I'll take my chances with the committee if I go undefeated that they're not going to keep me out. Washington basically said the same thing. They're playing nobody at the beginning of the season, and they lost the game in the Pac-12, and it's going to come back to haunt them.
No, you can't keep doing that. And by the way, in fairness to Washington, they have a big game next year, and they have finally upgraded. But it's not going to help them this year. I think they're pretty well gone.